Girls on the neat spectrum edition. Guys who have had an Instagram, social media, have you? How many guys that you know have actually followed an Insta thought? Or any kind of influencer, model? Even if she posts about fashion, if you followed her because you'd like to ** her, it counts. I don't mean you look the profiles, that's a given, find me BF on a break and I am really unsure where things will go. Did follow them and for all I know still followed him when we were together, and it makes me think much less of a guy. And he's the one who didn't want either of us watching porn. I would much rather him like porn than follow some thirst trap in Insta, etc. It's pathetic. Bumper. I follow a bunch, probably 10 to 15, and I don't or wouldn't unfollow them at the request of a partner. Following him is nothing like looking at porn. Following an Insta though because she's hot is the same as me following pages that post about sports cars and sailing yachts. The things I like to see photos of things that look good on film. It just happens that among my interest in cars, boats, handmade goods, design theory, and books, also includes an interest in women. I don't follow these women in the stranger for **ing hope that they will somehow fall into my lap. I don't message them, I don't spam their photos with comments, I hardly even bother to stop and double tap a photo unless she's especially attractive. As far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely no reason my partner could be annoyed that I follow these women. What exactly is your question here? I follow a bunch, probably 10 to 15, and I don't or wouldn't unfollow them at the request of a partner. Following him is nothing like looking at porn. Following an Insta though because she's hot is the same as me following pages that post about sports cars and sailing yachts. The things I like to see photos of things that look good on film. It just happens that among my interest in cars, boats, handmade goods, design theory, and books, also includes an interest in women. I don't follow these women in the stranger for **ing hope that they will somehow fall into my lap. I don't message them, I don't spam their photos with comments, I hardly even bother to stop and double tap a photo unless she's especially attractive. As far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely no reason my partner could be annoyed that I follow these women. What exactly is your question here? If he doesn't know these girls personally, I would be upset. I really don't understand why a guy would follow them. Girls look at clothes and makeup. What does a guy want from them? I am not asking for a female's opinion, smiley face. I'm not a female, I meant your right to feel mad. Yeah, sorry, it's just that the point is to get other perspectives from the person my post would concern, but thank you for your response. Trying to police who your partner follows on social media and getting upset about it is absolutely ridiculous. Quote, he looks at pretty girls online, this hurts my self-esteem so much, sad face. He also looks at pretty girls in the real world too, does that hurt your feelings? I don't read because I think it's pathetic, but many friends do. They also follow random women they barely know who are, de facto, just Insta thoughts. Girls, when is it okay to double text? Whenever you feel like it, dude, stop being scared of girls. She didn't reply to my first text, IDK if it's okay to text again after 2 hours. Do you know where she lives? Bring her flowers and read her a poem when you see her. Can anyone help me? Just text her man, if she replies go with it, if not how then? Your question is unclear. First, you need to get out of the this place TRP mindset. The majority of us aren't pick-up artists that make calculated moves. Your question is unclear. First, you need to get out of the this place TRP mindset. The majority of us aren't pick-up artists that make calculated moves. Guys, what do you do with your pubes and overall body hair? Girls, what do you prefer? I fully shave my pubes, or at least keep them super trimmed. The rest of my body hair I more or less ignore, except for the occasional armpit trim. Keep it trimmed short here, don't touch any other body hair. What do the girls here do with theirs? Every girl I've physically been with seemingly trims. Trim pubes to the shortest length at which they're not prickly. Only trimmed by chest hair once and never have again. Girl, I prefer natural or trimmed with scissors if you have a big bush. You say this, but I have about a dozen long black hairs on each shoulder and an actual patch of dark hair on my back between the shoulder blades. Also, my neck below my hairline is hairy and gross, and all the haircut places are closed, and they usually do that for me equals. IF *ing love chest hair, so keep it. Shaving your armpits is good because it lessens the smell. Leave arm and leg hair as is. Trim the pubic hair but don't shave it, it irritates the skin a lot. You say this, but I have about a dozen long black hairs on each shoulder and an actual patch of dark hair on my back between the shoulder blades. Also, my neck below my hairline is hairy and gross, and all the haircut places are closed, and they usually do that for me equals. I keep it trimmed real short. I trim it because I like getting my D** sucked, but shaving bald makes no sense for me when I have stomach and chest hair. Are there any other girls that like the boyfriends to leave their armpit hair alone and let you sniff him a lot? I feel weird because I got this interest out of nowhere, but I love it. I think it might have something to do with pheromones. Sameish. I love the smell, but I find the hair icky. It's 100% because of pheromones. It's the same deal with girls. Sweaty girls smell crazy good. It was never a requirement for me, but I used to appreciate it. After eating a very cute girl with a full bush, I don't care anymore. Stupid cannibal. I'm a moderately hairy dude. A few years back I had a section of my chest hair buzzed off with clippers for a small operation, and afterward it was annoying me, so I did the rest of my torso so that it would all grow back at the same length. Now I can't go back to being a hairy motherfucker, so I trim my whole torso and my pubes with clippers *short as it goes, because trying to trim them to a specific length with clippers just takes ages. I look like a weird naked baby for a week or so, but I'd rather that than be as hairy as I was. It's a good compromise on minimizing hair and the amount of time I spend doing it. Should clarify, I trim all that body hair every 6 to 8 weeks, so it grows back a fair way in between. My pubes I tend to do a bit in more frequently because it only takes a second. Girl here. I prefer a man not to do anything with his body hair, including pubes. Okay, I'm not gonna mention it unless asked for my opinion, but I privately think a guy with shaved pits looks funny. On the subject of hair, it's already been asked what girls do with the pubes, but what do you do with your other body hair? I am in the process of lasering everything, but I still shave everywhere head to toe. What are you, a model? Do you need to be a model to not enjoy being hairy? How old are you? 24. 33-year-old man here. I actually enjoy P** hair. Anyone who cares is a child. Good for you, dude. I don't give a s**. I don't like it. Quote, having preferences is bad, sad face. I also don't date fat girls. Is that childish? Nah, but a little P** hair turning you off does. No one ever said anything about being turned off by a little. I'm turned off by a lot of bush, more turned on by bare, and neutral on everything else. The point I really wanted to make was that it's okay for people to have preferences and to like what they like. Making blanket statements claiming that anyone with different ideas to you is somehow a child is just plain weird. Fair enough, I'm just breaking balls really. Your preference doesn't bother me. It's just something I don't even pay attention to unless it's some out of control bush. That wasn't even what they were talking about. Improve your reading comprehension, and you don't get to tell other people what they should do with the body, and you don't get to tell people what they're allowed to like. Imagine being 33 and not having this basic level of social understanding. That wasn't even what they were talking about. Improve your reading comprehension, and you don't get to tell other people what they should do with the body, and you don't get to tell people what they're allowed to like. Imagine being 33 and not having this basic level of social understanding. Usually shave everything. Been slacking a bit lately though because I'm single, the weather's been cold, and now we're all in isolation, so an *OD's going to see my skin anyway. I shave my pubic hair, my legs, and my underarms. I wax my eyebrows and upper lip, wanna try a Brazilian one of these days but scared of it being awkward and painful. I'm struggling to find a way to invite out a girl in my social circle without making it completely awkward. I am scared things will never go back to what was before if it doesn't work out. Like she can never let go of the thought that I like her and she will feel awkward when she is around me. I really don't care about myself. I have many failures in life, but I don't want to burden her for my own selfishness. I'm thinking of just asking her that I would like to get to know her better and just ask her for a walk instead of any date. Should I just ask her out? Should I tell her my thoughts about asking her out? Or should I just move on? Does she like you? I think so. She is giving me all sorts of cringe compliments I've never received before. For once I actually think that she likes me back and is just waiting for me to ask. But I'm only 90% sure. It's really bugging me. Oh well, that changes things. You were just another clueless idiot with a crush on a girl who wouldn't notice if you disappeared, but if she's into you then go for it. You've picked time to invite a girl on a date, so I don't have any helpful ideas for what to do. Just ask her to do something together. Quote, hey, I'm feeling pretty cooped up and I was wondering if you wanted to go for a walk. What do you think about telling her about my thoughts in advance? Is it our *head? Yes, it's our *head. Don't dump your feelings on someone else. You can be clearer and ask for a date using the word date if you like. We don't really have a direct word like date in my language. Thanks for the advice, Thor. I think I will just ask her for a walk. It's pretty innocent and I can try to judge her reaction when I ask and see if there is anything. Quote, hey, would you wanna hang out sometime? The internet has fed up me to a degree that I'm so self-aware about not coming off an orbiter that I have become completely PSI. When I see other people make moves in public, I cringe hard and can't ever see myself doing the same. Problem is, I'm left behind while they actually succeed. Do any of you have the same experience? Should I start to fight this or just be